Kilo Sierra uniform. Listening for any call?
Mike 0 Alpha Lima Alpha.
0.
Amazing, Andy. I don't know how you do it, Andy, but you're the first every time. Your scans must just land absolutely perfect. Very good morning, Andy. Pleased to work here. We're up at my favourite trig point here, West Nab. We're giving some airtime to Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform, which is a new club what's just formed, Pennine Ham. They're called Pennine Ham. You can look at more details on pennineham.org.uk. So I wonder how you're copying, Andy. Obviously you're 20 over and probably some more here. M0AIA, X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. Go ahead.
Okay, you've just thrown a barrage information at me there, and I can't find my pen. Oh dear, and I can't log it. Oh, what a signal. Alright, okay, I've got most of it in there. MX0KSU, I know who the operator is, and I recognise that voice anywhere. Yeah, you 59 plus 20 also, and yeah, all new stuff. I'm learning a lot here, so yeah, whereabouts are they based in?
Yep, it's a new club what's just formed, Pennine Ham, so in the Pennines is probably the core foundations, but it is an international club, Andy, over.
Oh, right, that's cool. That's cool. I'll be keeping an eye on that to see what it progresses like. WX seems nice anyway. I don't know whereabouts you are, but I'm sure you'll enlighten me. If you told me already, I do apologise. My brain's like putty. But sun seems to be shining, although it does look a bit overcast.
Yeah, it's lovely up here. I daren't leave it to any later, else I'd just get fried alive. I've come up with my mountain biking downhill, real lightweight tops, what you throw over everything else sort of thing. Gives you a lot of movement, but a lot of air as well. They're very breathable. Keep the mosquitoes out. So that's the plan today. So we're just running QRP today. Anybody listening? QRP IC705 on its internal battery around the 5-watt mark, and the normal halfway vertical 3 roach pole sections up maybe 9 feet to the base. So yep, that's the story this way, Andy. If you look at pennineham.org.uk, there's more information on there, Andy, over.
Okay, I've kind of logged all that. I may ask you at some point for a bit more info, but yeah, no problem at all. Thank you very much. Nice to work here, and I'll let you get some more contacts while your battery's still good.
Yeah, no problem. So we're up at West Nab, Andy. It's a nice, lovely site here, isn't it? Tango Papa 6819. Very good morning, Andy. Thanks for being first in the log, mate. Take care. Have a good day.
Okay, unlucky for you. All right, all the best. 73 MX0KSU portable M0LA.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say MX5 then for my car. Yeah, MX0KSU. Fantastic. Yeah, I think you've got a spy cam on me, Andy, because you just come immediately as soon as I key up. That was the first call of the day. 73s, QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform portable on West Nab Trig Point.
Mike 0 Victor Hotel Golf.
Another lovely strong signal, well over the 9. Thanks for the call this morning. Mike 0 Victor Hotel Golf. The name's Paul this side, and I'm operating backpack portable from West Nab Trig Point. QSO?
Absolutely, no problem, Paul. Not got a very good aerial at this end. You're only hitting me at a 5, but perfectly readable. Name is Vince, Victor India November Charlie Echo. The location is Long Preston on the A65 in North Yorkshire. I am home base, and I'm the RSGB rep for West Yorkshire. You're doing an excellent job. Back to you. MX0KSU from M0VHG.
Yeah, fantastic, Vince. Well, you're another person who I always work from this trig point. All the information you gave me there I had on the tip of my tongue, and you did pass me some information, if you remember last time I was up here, via email regarding the, because I fancied doing the 2-meter backpackers from this location. So thanks for that, Vince, being the RSGB rep. That was very good of you, and the information was gratefully received. So we're out today, Vince, with a new club what's just formed over the last couple of weeks called Pennine Ham. I think they have a presence on Facebook and pennineham.org.uk, and this is their club call sign, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. So we've come out to give it a showing today and show that the club is on the air. QSO?
Yeah, QSL, Paul. Absolutely no problem at all. Lovely audio. Signal strength might not be huge, but you don't need it when you've got the audio. Brilliant job, Paul. Keep up the good work. I can't stay with you because I'll burn the bacon. I'm having a bacon butty this morning before I go out and do my day's work. Take care, Paul. Best 7 threes. Keep up the good work. From M0VHG.
Yeah, M0VHG, Vince, Long Preston, the RSGB rep, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform for a final. Well, thanks for that, Vince. Thanks for all the flowers. It makes it all worthwhile getting out of breath coming up the hill. But I did make sure I got my breath back before hitting the PTTH. Take care, Vince. Lovely to work you. And, well, I'm going to try and rattle on today because it's getting hot already. I haven't brought any extra outboard battery, shall we say, so I'm just using the battery in the radio only. So we'll see who burns out first, the battery or me with the heat. Thanks, Vince. Take care. M0 Victor Hotel Golf, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform West Nab. Cheers, Vince.
Cheers, Paul. Take care, my friend. M0VHG clearing.
7 threes. Have a good day, Vince. QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform.
G6, good news only.
Another person who I always work on the trig points. This is a good start to the day. G6, good news only. I like that. Fantastic. What time are we on? 9:14. So the morning is still early. I've come out particularly early for the weather reasons. I'm sure you heard on the last over. I'll just glance at the meter on your next over and give you a report on the next one. If you could just refresh me of the name and the QTH, over.
Okay, good morning. My name is Brian, and I'm just on the northwest side of Doncaster. I have all your details, and you're straight up S9 with me.
Fantastic, Brian, from near Doncaster there. You're also 5'9", and a little bit over. There's a few red blocks lighting up as well. You sat with me on the hill, Brian. Make sure you've got your sun cream and hat, though. Thanks for the call, Brian. Oh, sorry, IC705, QRP, and a halfway vertical today. And we'll see who burns out first, me with the heat or the battery power. Cheers and beers, Brian. Bye-bye.
Okay, all the best from G6. Good news only.
Yeah, great call sign. G6, good news only. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. QRZ, please. Anybody else around this morning? Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform on West Nab Trig Point.
2 Echo 0 Sierra Mike Quebec.
2 Echo 0 Sierra Mike Quebec, and I'm going to embarrass myself. Well, no, I'm not. The voice is very familiar. Thanks for the call. Report on the next over. You've got Paul operating under the Pennine Ham new radio club, and I'm up at West Nab. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Stuart. Nice to work with you. It's a lovely day for a walk up West Nab. Yeah, I can hear you very clearly from my back garden on my FT70D handheld. Getting you a solid 5 and 7 or something, over.
Yeah, whereabouts is that, Stuart? Is it Thongs Bridge area?
It's Upper Thong now. We moved house a few months ago.
That's right, Upper Thong. Yep. I can't hear you from home, Stuart. You know when you're out and about like I'm doing with a handheld walking around, I hear other people calling you, but I can't hear you from Waterloo. So nice to hear the full-blooded audio today. You're well over the 9, Stuart, on the handheld. The FT70D doing you proud there. 705 here, internal battery power and a halfway vertical. QSL.
Yeah, great, thank you. I hope you managed to work a lot of people up there. Are you just on FM, over?
I'm going to do FM, a little bit of SSB, hence the 705. We might flick to 77s, and then to top off a little bit of D-Star. QSL?
Nice, yeah. I hope you have a good day. It's a lovely day for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to last too long because of the weather. I'm already burning up. I've come fully dressed for the mosquitoes, so it's one of those, you know, it's a trade-off, Stuart. 7-3s, my friend. Thanks for the call, and I hope to hear you again out and about on the handheld more often. There's the new HU repeater, GB3HU, which has just been stood up on 145-600. That's got tremendous coverage and absolutely perfect for what you get up to out and about with a handheld. So if you haven't tried that already, I'm sure you have. Give it a go. I used it on the walk up, Stuart. Over.
Yeah, I didn't notice you mentioned. I didn't know that existed until you mentioned it in the group earlier. It's a bit scratchy from my back garden, so I doubt I'll be able to get into it too clearly. But I'll definitely program it in for when I'm wandering around next time. Over.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, just move around. You might actually find a position somewhere in your property where you do just get that path in. But yeah, it's fantastic coverage, and certainly when you're out and about with a handheld, it'll work really, really well, Stuart. Wherever I go, it's been fabulous. Listening to it on the drive up this morning, as well as people were, checking access as they do with something new. I get in it really, really strong. Take care, Stuart. Enjoy your day. I'm enjoying mine until I get overheated. 2E0 Sugar Mike Queen, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform up at West Nab. Cheers and beers, Stuart.
73.
Take care. QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform.
Morning, Paul. Golf 0 November India Golf.
Now then, Nidge, good morning to you. A couple other people extra dining with you there, so thanks for the callers. We'll get to you as soon as possible. Accurate report on the next over, Nidge, as I know you like those, and I certainly give out as accurate as I can. So we're up at West Nab, and we're just running under the new club what's just formed recently, Pennine Ham. If you look at pennineham.org.uk or look on Facebook, you'll find more information. So we're just giving the call sign, the club call sign that is an airing this morning. G0NIG MX-ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Trusty equipment, Nidge 705 QRP and the halfway over.
Yeah, okay, Paul. Well, you're doing really well this morning from there. Got it down as about approximately 24 miles as the crow flies, or as the radio wave goes, and you're just under 60 over 9 with me. On the TS2000 signal meter, and cracking audio as always. Just waiting. Today's new radio day, by the way. I have a new radio being delivered, so I'm quite excited about that at the moment. And it'll be interesting to see how it works on 2 meters as well. But yeah, you picked a nice day for it at least. From G0NIG.
No problem, Nidge. Well, don't tell me the manufacturer of that transceiver. We'll catch you on the air with it when I'm next out and about or at home, Nidge. Well, good luck with that. I hope it all unboxes and meets your expectations. And thanks for that wonderful report. After owning a TS2000 on Scapegoat Hill for 15 years plus, I can recall that signal meter, the arch signal meter. They look wonderful, don't they? Yeah, you're 5.9 plus 10 on this little 705 Nidge. Just give me a quick break on the QTH. I've completely forgot.
Yeah, I'm in Otley, but down close to the base of the valley. So I've got the Chevin and everything to the south and the southwest of me.
That's it. As soon as I let go of the key, I always say Otley Model Radio Club. Went there many, many times over many years when I used to race model cars at international level. 7-3s then, Nidge. Thanks for the call, and we'll catch you on your new piece of equipment soon. G0NIG, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, Paul. I'll be sat listening anyway, because it'll be interesting to see what happens when you go on to 77s.
Yeah, I must remember to do that because I bought the 705, so I can just flick, and I'm on battery power, so it won't get any interference. These things do get quite a bit of interference from an external power source, even if it's battery. So there's something internal to the radio on 77s, but on its own battery, it's absolutely fine. I guess it's not going through the voltage regulators what cause the problem. So I must remember to do that, and I also want to do a little bit of D-Star as well. G0NIG, very good morning. Mike X-Ray Kilo Sierra Uniform Pennine Ham Radio Club on West Nab Trig Point.
Yep, 7-3, Paul, and I'll check my 705, see if it does the same. It's not something I've come across. All the best, and let you bring the other folk in.
Yep, I've checked a couple now and they all do it, so I haven't bothered complaining to ICAM or bringing it to their attention because I believe it to be an inbuilt feature. Just run you through the quickest test you can do. Unplug all your antennas, go to 77s on the battery power, for example. Watch your waterfall with no antenna plugged in, and then plug an external power supply in, whether it's a PSU, linear, switch mode, or a battery, which is completely quiet. You will see a raise. Hopefully you won't see one, but I've seen it on the ones I've tested. You'll see a raise in the noise floor there, Nidge. It's just a feature. G0NIG, MX0K Sierra Uniform. Cheers and beers, Nidge.
Yep, all the best, Paul, and thanks for the advice.
Yeah, no problem. It's not massive, but it is there. I know I found it because I live in Waterloo, and trying to get into the Yorkshire net with the marginal signals on those repeaters, I couldn't understand why my 9700 was hearing it better. And I thought, well, it can't because it costs so much money. It can't. And then I discovered the problem with the 705. 7-3s, bye-bye.
Yep, ciao.
QRZ, please. Sorry, I'll try and speed it up a little bit if there's anybody left. This is Mike, X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform on West Nab.
G3ZIK.
Right, portable station, hang in there. I didn't get the call, but I got the portable. We'll get you next, so I'll put /P on the next line. I got a full call of G3 Zulu India Kilo. Very good morning.
Good morning to you from G3ZIK. Name is Alan, and I'm in Bolton, running an ICOM handheld.
I'm sure I've worked you many times under my own call, Alan. Fantastic. You bang on the 9, fully quiet, and you sound like you sat on the hill with me. Running the 705 and a half wave QRP. QSO?
Yeah, what name is it, please?
My apologies, it's Paul. Name is Paul. Home call Mike 0 Alpha India Alpha, over.
From G3ZIK. I don't recognise the name or the call sign, Paul, but pleased to hook up with you. You're a cracking signal here in Bolton. A strength 9, good loud QRM shattering mod, and the Yorkshire accent's coming through very well. G3ZIK.
That's what I love about coming to this particular Trig point, because you work both sides of the Pennines. It's fabulous. And before you said Bolton, I was always thinking that direction there, Alan. Thanks for the shout, mate. Lovely to work you from the new club, what's come online, Pennine Ham. Take care, enjoy the day. We'll see if we can pick up this portable station. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, if the portable station who called before could please call in now.
Cheerio, G3ZIK Claire.
Pan portable. G4CLJ portable.
G4CLJ portable. Yes, 7-3s, Alan, thanks for the shout. Very good morning, Golf 4 Sugar Lima Juliet. The name is Paul, my name Paul, and I'm operating under the new club what's just formed, Pennine Ham, and I'm up backpack portable at West Nab. Name is Paul, QSL.
Roger, Paul, you're a lovely signal here. I am in the back garden portable, going just a couple of watts into a little Nagomi loaded vertical from a little crunching. I have worked you before under your own call sign. Name is Paul. We're in Outwood, just north of Wakefield, QSL.
Yeah, fantastic, Paul. You wouldn't. This is one of the things I really enjoy about coming out portable, is working the handheld type stations or the lower type stations. You wouldn't believe you're exactly bang on the 9, and the audio is just fully quieting, Paul, ever.
Yeah, that's lovely. I'm actually pretty much line of sight here at the minute. I can see Moss and all the wind farms up near Penistone, so it's nice to be making the trip on a little handheld.
Absolutely. I was over at Roydmoor earlier in the week, Sunday, start of the week, Sunday, and had a really nice session next to the wind farm there, Paul, over.
Yeah, it's great fun. I love operating from the garden. I could just go inside and put 50 watts on into a Kilinia, but that spoils the fun. I'll let you get off. There's a few stations calling you. 7-3 for now from Golf 4 Canada, London, Japan, backyard portable.
Oh, it's Canada, London, Japan. I wrote Sierra. I'll just make that change. So it's G4 Kilo Lima Juliet. QSL?
Canada, Charlie, London, Japan.
Yeah, you can tell I ain't woke up on the right side of the bed. Right, we've got that then, Paul. So to be precise, Golf 4, Canada, London, Japan, portable. Cheers and beers, Paul. Have a good day.
7-3, same for you.
Yeah, thank you very much. QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. CQ from West Nab Trig Point, 500 meters ASL. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, listening for a call.
Golf 7 Charlie Papa November.
Golf 7 Charlie Papa November, big signal. I'll give you actually on the next over, but lovely strong audio. You've got Paul up on West Nab operating Pennine Ham Club Call. QSO?
Roger, good morning to you there, Paul. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform Portable from G7 CPN, and thank you for the loud signal report. Your signal report is 5x5 to 5x6. Name is Simon, Sierra India Mike Oscar November, and location is Congleton on the south border, well, the South Cheshire border with North Staffordshire. We worked the other day, Paul, under your normal call on USB, if you recall. So back to you there, G7 CPN, bye.
G7 CPN MX0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Keep forgetting the X-ray there. No problem, Sam. Yes, I do recall that, and I did log that under my call /P. It will be live on QRZ now. Congleton, yes, familiar place for me. That living in Huddersfield, I've if you go to the bottom of my QRZ page, you'll see all my RS cars I've had and played around with, and I used to take them to Crewe to the specialist over there, and I used to always drive off the southbound M60A34 and picked up Congleton, etc., and away through that way, if I've got the right place. If not, I've just embarrassed myself, Simon. But lovely to hear you. 705 this side, running its internal battery to keep the heat down as it's red hot, and a halfway vertical, perhaps 9 feet off the ground. QSL?
Roger, Paul, can you give me a signal report, please?
My apologies, you bang on the 9. This little 705 says signal 9.
Roger, thanks very much for that lovely signal report, Paul. Yes, running an IC706 Mark II here, and hooked up to my new antenna, which I had installed last Friday, which is a Diamond X200N. It's on a mast on the side of the bungalow. So I'm glad it's working. Now it's got a nice VSWR of 1.1:1 across the band as well. So, okay, Paul. Yes, you have the right Congleton near Crewe. I don't know about the car specialist there, but we do have a racetrack not too far away from here, as you probably know, called Oulton Park, which I used to go quite regular in my younger days to watch the racing there. So what hold it with you? Best 73s, Paul. Listen for your files, and good luck with your portable operation up there in the hills. So G7 CPN signing off and clear, and listening for your files, Paul.
G7 CPN, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform for a final. Yeah, fine, Simon. Well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't embarrass myself when I'm on top of a mountain and everybody can hear me. Yes, Oulton Park, I've taken numerous RS cars around that track many, many times. It's a wonderful track, albeit I do remember the first ever outing. It was quite scary with a lot of the corners you can't see and the hills you go over and you can't see, and obviously it doesn't take too long for it to come to you and you can start pushing on. But at first I know this track because I've looked it up and watched many videos, but when you actually on it for the first time, you still go, is it going to go left or is it go right? What's over that hill? But yeah, what a wonderful circuit you've got near to you there, Simon. Been round it many, many times. On that note, Simon, look after that 706 Mark II. I have one of them. Wonderful radio. G7 CPN, Simon Congleton, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, operating at Pennine Ham Radio Club up at West Nab Trig Point. Cheers and beers there, Simon. Thank you.
Yes, cheers, Paul. Thanks very much for the lovely QSO. And, yes, no doubt we'll chat again further down the log, as they say. 73s and all the best, Paul, from G7 CPN.
Yeah, Magic Simon. Hope to catch you again on SSB. I need to get out more with the SSB side of things. 73s, have a good day there. Bye-bye. QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, West Nab Trig Point. Now, this might be timely just to flick over to 70 SEMS. So if anybody would like a 70 SEMS contact, I will QSY to 433550 if it's clear. 433.550 QSY. And could I check, please, is the frequency clear? Is the frequency clear? X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform checking.
Is the frequency yes, please? M0AIA checking.
Yep, nice and clear this end, Andy. I just turned my power on. I had it all turned off because of the open spot, so that should be better for you. So let me just put a marker there. So this is 70 SEMS and M0AIA. You're there again, Andy, first in the log, QSO.
Yeah, well, I've no better to do. I'm just putting about here looking at four walls, so I've got all the time in the world, really. Not, he says I'll probably die tomorrow. Yeah, very good. Anyway, you're 5 and 5. You're not as strong, but you're 5 and 5 anyway, and I'm sure you want to get some more contact.
Hey, no problem, Andy. You're 5 and 8 on the meter, 58. Thanks for the 5 and 5. So it's Andy near Barnsley. Fantastic, Andy. Not too noisy on here with me being so high up. There is the normal 70 SEMS crackly stuff going on, but not touching your audio in any shape or form.
Right, just give me that call sign again, because I think I might have got it wrong here. Your call sign, is it KBU?
Negative. You probably wrote it down wrong, because the S would look like a B if you squiddled it a bit badly. So Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. We haven't thought of an acronym for it yet, but I'm sure that'll come. So it's the Pennine Ham .org.uk club call sign of it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sorry about that. No, it's my brain, and that's a problem. I put it down as I'm going to put MX0KBS. I was thinking of call sign we use for some event or other. We're worldwide, I think. All right, no worries, Paul. Like I say, yeah, go for it while it's hot.
Yeah, I just had a little visitor come and see me, a little field mice, and I mean little, about an inch, its fuselage were about an inch long, and it were running around my little bag here, my backpack with radio on it. Probably had the smell of my chocolate, Andy, over.
Oh, that's cute. That's nice. I love stuff like that. I got a squirrel the other day. Well, actually several days, but I don't know if it's resident or just passing through. But it's always nice to see a bit of wildlife.
It sure is, isn't it? The great outdoors. Well, thanks for being in the log again, Andy. We'll see if anybody else is there. I think Nidge said he wouldn't mind a contact, and Paul over in I can't think of his blooming call sign now. Mind you, probably be at work. He likes 70 SEMS as well. Thanks, Andy. Take care. All the very best. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform West Nab. Good morning.
All the best.
G6, good news only. In bed, in Doncaster, where you're S7.
Fantastic. Well, you're a good signal as well. You're 5 and 8, 58, and thanks for the 5 and 7. Nice to get you on this band as well there, Brian, over.
Okay, thank you. Keep your head covered, don't boil up.
We're not doing too bad at the moment. There's a nice little breeze which is just keeping things at bay, but it is blooming warm. It really is, and you just can't get out of the sun on top of this peak, I'm afraid. Whatever you did, you'd have to bring some shelter with you. Thanks for the call, Brian. Lovely to work you.
7 threes.
Cheers and beers. Bye-bye. QRZ, please. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform.
Golf 0 November India Golf, Paul.
Yep. Just hang on, Nidge. Stay on the side. There is somebody else there, so we'll get them just in case they might just disappear. We'll come back to you as quickly as possible, Nidge. I know you want the contact. The other station calling, please go ahead.
Golf 0, Papa Papa Mike Juliet.
Now there's a turn up for the books. Good morning, Dave. G0PMJ Darlington. I'll have a look on the meter, Dave. This is a good contact.
Yeah, nice to hear you. I was shocked. I've been listening on 2 meters, Paul, for about 10 minutes. Heard you say you were going to QSY to this band, and I was curious. I needed to know if I could hear you from up there on here. And yeah, you're about 5 and 2. 5 and 2, I'll be logging you that, Paul. And nice to get you on this band under a new call sign. Mike X-Ray 0, Kilowatt Sugar Uniform, Golf 0, Papa Mike Juliet, over.
Yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? I must use 77s more often. I often forget because, you know, if you have a big run on 2, then you get a bit tired yourself, your batteries get tired, and then, you know, it's time to go on sort of thing. And that blooming little mouse just ran over my foot and made me jump. My goodness. Yeah, fantastic, Dave. 5 and 5, 55, and very, very good clear audio. So that's amazing for 77s. Normal equipment, well, actually less power. IC705 on its internal batteries, we're trying to keep the heat down, and a half-wave dual band antenna. So it might be 5/8 on this band, over.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, Paul. Absolutely brilliant, no trouble at all. I'm a bit shocked, to tell you the truth, that I got you. I really am. Well, I'm not using the same equipment. Antenna's the same, probably about 50 watts output, Paul. Radio's the FTM 500 DE. I've had it about a month, Paul. I'm just starting to find my way around it. So far, I'm pretty pleased. The receive's quite good, Paul, over.
It's doing blooming fabulous. I did not expect to hear. Sorry about this, Nidge. I've got Nidge on the side there, Dave. I did work him on 2 meters. He said he'd love to work me on 77s, but I just heard somebody else, and with this band being a bit like it is, I thought I'd grab the other contact there, Dave. So my apologies, Nidge. We will get to you. Yeah, fantastic. Well, it's working well. I think I have worked you on 2 meters out and about in the car, haven't I, on 2 meters, so working well. I didn't expect that one on 77s, Dave, have I?
Yeah, well, just shows you, Paul, you know, if you're willing to take the time, you know, and just give it a try, things do happen. And I find it very quiet on here, a lot quieter than 2. I don't know if you find the same, Paul. I haven't got a great deal of interference, just something just keeps flicking by this frequency, and it's just like a crackle, bits of interference. I dare say you'll get the same. Right, I'm not going to waffle, Paul. I'll leave you with it. We'll let you pick that other station up who's patiently waiting. All the best. Thanks for another contact, Paul. Enjoy the rest of the day. From Golf 0, Papa Mike Juliet, over.
Yeah, fantastic, Dave. Well, I'll just check with Nidge, actually, see if he can hear you, and if he can, I'm sure he'd love to make a contact with you on 77s. Nidge, can you hear Dave in Darlington?
I don't think I can, Paul, unfortunately. I do have a data signal bursting on this frequency. It's about 100 kilohertz wide. So, very, very slim chance I don't think I will be able to. And the antenna's not up that high at the moment.
No problem at all, Nidge. It would have been lovely to hook you through if that would have been possible to happen. Okay, Nidge, we'll just sign off with Dave, and then I'll come back to you with the reports, etc. Sorry, Dave, he's got some data noises on there, and I can see a lot of activity on the scope, actually. And I can see things flying up and down the scope. There's all sorts in the garage doors opening, cars opening, you name it. All these remote control devices, they all land on 77s these days. Well, they always kind of have done, but there's a lot more of them now. With that, Dave, hopefully we'll be back on 2 shortly, and we'll catch you on there. G0PMJ, Dave in Darlington on 77s. This is my X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform, the new Pennine Ham club operating from West Nab Trig Point. Very good morning.
Yeah, all the best, Paul. Thanks for taking the call. Always good to get you in the logbook, Paul. Enjoy the rest of the day. G0PMJ is now clear.
Yeah, champion, Dave. Yeah, it makes all this portable well and truly worthwhile. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's so rewarding. Take care. Bye-bye. Come in, Nidge, and we'll look at the meter and give you an accurate one.
Yep. Okay, Paul. Well, you're 10 over 9 with me. Interestingly, when you said when you first transmitted and you said you didn't have any power on, you were 5 and 4 with me without any power on. But 10 over 9 at the moment, and I think I've scared that data signal away. It was bursting once every second, and as soon as I keyed up and then dropped carrier, it's disappeared. So I'll probably have blown the front end out of somebody's little 433 device.
There's plenty in there. I could tell you a long story very quickly. I used to live at Scapegoat Hill. I used to cut the lay-by-in up there for 20 plus years, and I had a Shogun Jeep for the harsh weathers we had back then. And whenever I was there, I couldn't lock or unlock the car. And when I got home from work, which I just lived on a couple hundred metres from the repeater down the road, I couldn't unlock or lock the car. So I probably told you this story already. I used to hang my keys up in a certain position, which when I went to bed, it told me the car wasn't locked and you need to lock it, you know, because the repeater used to stop me from locking it. And that went on for years, did that, Nidge? Over?
Yeah, we had a similar situation with the up at the Royalty with GB3WF, especially when it was first activated and it was a very, very popular repeater. Got an awful lot of complaints about people not being able to either lock or unlock the cars in the Royalty car park.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? That's exactly what happened to me. And it being a radio amateur, it still took me a while to work out where we're going because the vehicle was second-hand, and obviously the key fobs were a bit tatty and well used, and never looked towards radio amateur signals for some time, and then eventually got there. The penny dropped. Yeah,
they're only very basic receivers in car security systems anyway. I think the TRF receivers, so they've got no front-end filtering or protection.
Yeah, that will be the one. It didn't take much to knock. Well, it knocked out 100%. Even if you walked to the vehicle and put the fob as near to where the alarm and the central locking unit was, it still didn't work. Right, Nidge, we'll see if somebody else is there. So you're 59 plus 10, so I'll log it down as 59 both ways, 943. Thanks for the shout. Lovely to work you under this new Pennine Ham club call sign.
No, thank you. It's not often get a chance to work anybody on 77s, and it's been a bit of a treat, shall we say. All the best, Paul. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'm going to go wait for the postman. G0NIG, clear.
Yeah, good luck with the postman. I hope it all comes intact, and when you open it up, it meets your expectations and a little bit more. Nice one, Nidge. Lovely to work you on both bands. I may have a go at D-Star next as well. So I've just realised Pennine Ham. I'm a Pennine Ham in the Pennines myself right at the moment, so everything's running normally. 7 3s, cheers and beers. G0NIG, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, cheers and beers.
Yeah, all the best, Paul.
And could I check, please, is anybody else about before I QSY? Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform on West Nab Trig Point. Nope, very good morning to 77s, and thanks for the contacts.
Link to XLX305D.
CQ1 GB7HX and the reflector. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, operating from West Nab under the club call of Pennine Ham. Any calls, please? CQ via the repeater and the reflector. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. CQ. CQ GB7HX and the reflector. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, operating the club call of Pennine Ham up at West Nab Trig Point, listening for any call. Can I just do an echo test? Make sure I'm getting into the box cleanly. Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform.
Can I just do an echo test? Make sure I'm getting into the box cleanly. Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform.
This is Golf 4, India Whiskey Oscar G4IWO, monitoring XLX305B and listening for any calls.
And a very good morning to you there, Nick. We're using all the capabilities today. We've had a really good session on 2 meters, and as soon as I got a small lull, rather than going back to 500, I QSY to 77s. Got a good handful of contacts on 77s, even up into Darlington on 77s. And then just as that dried up, I thought, right, it's time to give GB7HX and the reflector a call. So there you are, Nick. All is good this side. G4IWO, Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform up on top of West Nab Trig Point. Sounding nice and clear, Nick. Over.
MX0KSU from G4IWO. Yeah, you're coming through beautifully loud and clear, Paul. You've got a great takeoff into GB7HX from that location. Stuart was delighted to get you in the log this morning. So the first club member supporter to claim a QSO with the club call sign is Stuart down in Holmfirth, which is also fantastic. Hopefully there'll be 1 or 2 others monitoring XLX305D. So what I'll do is just ask you to pause for a second. Do we have any other club members or supporters of Pennine Ham who would like to give a call to Paul MX0KSU on the reflector this morning? So we'll be listening for any calls. So Paul, just give it a pause for 30 seconds or so to see if we've got any people monitoring now. Over.
Nope, very, very quiet. Stuart's just asking if there's a way of listening D-Star online somehow. No, I'm not sure whether there is, to be honest. Not without the equipment. You can do it via online, can't you, with a doozy and such like, but I'm not sure without a radio, a D-Star radio, whether you can. So anybody out there, I wonder if Jeff's there from Belgium, Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, listening for any calls, please. Would have been great for a couple to join in, Nick. The audio quality is just fantastic when you're out in the field. It's almost like you've turned on a stereo Bose system with the 705 forward-facing speaker. Every time I hear D-Star, proper true D-Star to D-Star, not cross-modulation to another platform, it just sounds wonderful.
G4IWO returning. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Paul. D-Star does work extremely well, D-Star to D-Star, and it's a bit sad, isn't it, that the cross-platform digital audio quality is somewhat disappointing, but we do extremely well with our D-Star net, and hopefully we'll be continuing with that under Jeff's leadership, M0AIA, over the coming weeks and months, and we're building up a nice little group of people to take part in that. So it's onwards and upwards, I think, for the club, Paul. We've had a fantastic number of people who have subscribed already to the club mailing. I'm being bombarded with both personal phone calls from people who, including some old members from Denby Dale Radio Club, who haven't been active for many years, who've been inspired with what we're doing and want to join our club as members as well. So I think we're going to do extremely well as a club. It's fantastic, Paul. MX0KSU from G4IWO.
Fantastic, Nick. Just coming back to you, multitasking now, just taking a little video for the club there. I'll just send that if it'll let me. That's on its way now. So yeah, all good. Yeah, it's great, and as you know, it's right up my street. It's as if this club was just born for my interests, sort of thing. And it's just what I needed for a polite little kick in summer as well, Nick. You know, things drop off a little bit because there's lots more activities going on in the house and the garden, especially with this super growing season we've got and other family activities, etc. So radio does drop off a little bit. I've been out a couple of times of late, actually. I'll certainly be out again on Yorkshire Day as well. So thoroughly enjoying it, fully behind you guys getting going with this, and we'll get out as much as we can and promote the new club. So I guess I'm one of the first Pennine Hams actually in the Pennines, sat on the Pennines on the floor on the rocks here with an antenna up in the air for under the pennineham.org.uk. Over.
I think we've got Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey. Go ahead, make your call, please.
Yeah, good morning, guys. This is Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey Mike from Oldenburg, northwestern Germany. Hi, Nick. Hi, Paul. Nice to hear you. I was looking into the app there with the XLX 305 Delta station located there, and I saw you both chatting away. Very good morning to you. Hope you have beautiful weather up there, especially you, Paul. Here in northwestern Germany, temperature is about 25 degrees centigrade, glorious day. Blue sky, absolutely no clouds, and very good summer weather. Microphone over to Paul, M0AIA or MX0KSU, I think.
Yep, sorry for the delay there, Mike. We're just doing a video of your good self as well, so you can hear how you sound on this hilltop. And I'm doing RF at this side as well, Mike. So we'll do the pleasantries first. So Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey, Mike. Very good morning from Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. We're operating a little IC705 on reduced power because the repeater's not on the next hill from me. A little 5/8 dual band antenna. I think it's 5/8 on 77s and half wave on 2. And you sound absolutely wonderful, Mike. So there's a part of you on this 500 meter high trig point. This is the highest kind of trig point local to me, Mike, and it's actually very special. I operate radio all over the place, and this is one of the best sites because the land falls away very dramatically. It's a peak, basically, whereas Black Hill we did not too long ago, it's a very flat plateau, so you get different radio conditions. In fact, you kind of don't work the locals because the signal goes over the top. But with this one, the land literally falls in every direction, and it's wonderful radio. Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey, Mike. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, operating under the club call of Pennine Ham at West Nab.
MX0KSU DL1BJW. Absolutely delighted to make this contact, Paul. And just a moment, QAX, I pass the microphone to Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango, Adriana, my wife, who's waiting here beside me. One moment, please.
It's very good morning. This is Delta Lima 8 Bravo. Very good to hear you this morning from this special place. I'm delighted. Your sound here you're sounding great here. Mike, back to you.
Very good morning, Andrea. Thank you very much for the call. It just made a little bit of a wobbly on the call sign there, so I didn't get the full call. So Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta question mark?
Yes, this is Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango. Tango, the last letter. QS.
Fantastic, got it now. Bravo Delta Tango. That's the trouble with digital. When it just drops out a little bit, always does it on the key information. It's a bit like CW when you're listening for a call sign and then you get that interference on the one single letter and you miss it completely. So my apologies for that, but you sound equally as good as Mike here, and Wonderful to work you. As I was lying in bed planning kind of what I was going to get up to this morning, I thought, yes, we'll take D-Star with us as well, because there's quite a few members I'm aware of who are long distance in this country and in Europe and in America as well. As Bob over there in America, and I'm sure there's others what I know are active on the Thursday net, on the digital net, so I knew you had the capability. So thanks for taking time out of your schedule today and giving me a call. Great to hear you, and both yourself and Mike. There's a little part of you on this hill at the moment. QSL?
Yes, QSL, 73 from my side. I hand the microphone back to Mike.
So it's me again, Paul, Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey. Yeah, absolutely delighted about this contact here. Very nice to hear you, and thank you very much for activating and for taking the new call sign into the air, HI. That's really great. I think that perhaps on further occasions there will be much more interest from around our club members here, even also on D-Star, and looking forward perhaps one day to work you via HF, but today's conditions are a little bit, let's call it poor, to be polite. It's very difficult on HF at this moment with monster CME coming from the sun, and should be at its peak, I think, this afternoon, so no shortwave for me today. But, okay, thank you very much for the contact, Paul. Have a nice day there, and a very good activation. And all the very best to you and yours, and also the very best greetings to Nick in the background. So this is Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey, 73.
Just left a small pause there, just in case anybody else wanted to call in. Yeah, fine, Mike. Your microphone might be just mispositioned. I heard everything fine, but you didn't sound quite as clear as you did before. But no problem, Mike. Got every word, every letter, no problem. Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm sure you've seen quite a few of my little videos over the years, Mike. I'm very active. And yes, I must do a bit of HF. When I first got this radio, Mike, I took to HF straight away and made my own antenna for that, which I still have today, a quick deployment antenna. And I did find it quite difficult, to be honest, and a little bit frustrating, maybe a bit of inexperience, but I then went on to SSB on 2 meters, which is what I used to do in the past, and find that also quite difficult. And then I discovered FM and realised, because we live on the Pennines here, which is a lovely thing, Pennine Ham, we've got some wonderful locations where VHF and UHF work very well. I've just been on UHF on 77s and worked up into Darlington, which is right up the northeast of our country here. So that's a fantastic contact. So I've thoroughly enjoying that side of it, Mike. But I must get my finger out. I do have the equipment. I've got all the kit bags at home ready to go, link dipoles and ground-mounted verticals and such like, and monoband dipoles, everything pre-tuned, no ATUs, etc. I'll just take a pip. So we are good to go, but there just seems to be a little bit more effort involved with that, the time setting up, and I come and operate at the trig points, and I don't want to upset the walkers who come and enjoy the trig points, so the vertical works on VHF works very well. So that was a long over on that one. So we'll pass it back to Nick, and we'll take it from there. If you just leave a little gap, Nick, see if there's anybody else. But great to work you all on D-Star. And I have done a little bit of D-Star simplex as well on the calling channel in the past from this trig point to good effect, actually. So there is people out there on this mode. G4IWO, Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform in the group.
M0AIA. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform in the group from G4IWO. Yeah, fantastic. Mike and Adriana, it's great that you were able to make that contact with Paul on the top of that hill, opposite Black Hill. It's got a sensational day for going up a hill, although, as Paul said earlier in our WhatsApp group, and he's taken some photographs, there's quite a lot of activity from our fire service this morning with some more fires that have started in the hills up there, which sadly is a reasonably common experience on the hills around here. So I'm going to wish you 73s, Paul, and 73s to Mike and Adriana there in Germany as well. We've got some good video from here, from Paul, and some recordings, and we'll sort out a video to put onto the YouTube channel later today or tomorrow. So, Paul, I'm going to let you get on. I don't know how long you're going to stay there for, but maybe go back on to 2 meters and get a few more calls in the log. Well done for activating the first ever activations for the new club call of Pennine Ham. That's great news. So 73's you, Paul, 73's Mike and Adriana. Catch you all soon. Back to you, Paul. Sorry, I'm not going to get this call sign wrong, aren't I? MX0KSU G4IWO.
I got you, Andy. M0AIA. Well, I'll bring you in next. I did hear you in between there, Andy, at the beginning. Never missed a word, Nick. Solidly in. No dropouts whatsoever. Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. Well, I've just stood up because I'm on the Bluetooth microphone here, so I'm away from the radio at the moment, and I'm looking at the fire trucks. There's 1, 2, 3 full-blown fire trucks, and then there's 1, 2, 3... shall we say, like crew bus pickup truck fire trucks. Then there is on the moor, I've seen 2 6-wheeler amphibious vehicles. I've taken a photo. I think might have dropped one in the group. They look amazing. I had a look around them, and I can smell and see smoke from the moor. So it's all still going on. I'm very fortunate to be here. So thankfully I used my polite manner to speak to the fire brigade, and agreed with them that I would stay well clear. I told them I was a radio amateur and what I was up to, and I would give my word to them that I would not walk across to Shooter's Nab, which is only half a mile away from where I am, line of sight. And they agreed and let me come onto the moor. So I'm literally have been all day or all morning totally on my own, because I think it's just, the road is stopped and everything. Oh no, the road is going again now. But yeah, they've got a high presence in this area. So thanks for the contacts. We'll just drop back and bring a friend of mine in, Andy. We've worked him on 2 meters today and 77, so now D-Star. M0AIA, Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. Good morning again.
MX0KSU from Mike 0 Alpha Lima Alpha, and good morning to everybody else who was here. I'm not sure who's on, but I just wanted to work you on D-Star. I was sort of looking around. I'm sorry about that. I got interrupted. Woodpig came for some food, so I was talking to the bird, pulled the food out, and by the time I come back, you disappeared, so I didn't get where you went to. Over.
No problem. Well, QSY to 77s, and I managed to work G0 PMJ up in Darlington on 77s. 70 centimetres, start again, Paul. On low power, I couldn't believe it. I think he was chuckling to himself. It really worked exceedingly well, so I must use 77s more often. I do. If 2 meters is full on, then you stick with that until you kind of burnt out, and then you forget about it. But if you get gaps, then you have to remember that there's other modes and other frequencies. So we've done quite a bit of that this morning. We've yet to try SSB if there's any battery left. Yeah, the battery is going down. I haven't brought the 3-cell battery with me. I'm trying to keep the heat down in the 705 with it being so warm and exposed to the weather. Right, I won't waffle anymore. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Mike, Adriana there, and Nick and Andy. Great to have a little D-Star group call there. I'll listen once round and then we will QSY. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform, acting under pennineham.org.uk, using the club call on the Pennines.
Okay, Paul, I don't know if I'm doubling, I'll say very quickly. 7 please, thanks very much for the working on the different modes. I don't know if I'll get you on SSB, but you should try that working D-Star Simplex as well, that's also good fun. All the best, 7-3.
7-3's Andy, over to you, Nick.
Yes, MX0KSU in the group from G4IWO. First of all, morning to Andy there. Good to work here this morning, Andy. Paul, fantastic activation. Well done. I'm very jealous at the top of the hill there, and I look forward to seeing you another time and joining you on another little trip up one of the hills soon. So 73 to Paul. Thanks to Mike and Adriana and to Paul ALA as well for calling in here on D-Star. This is G4IWO going off and clear. Cheers.
Yeah, fantastic, Nick. Thanks for your support both ways, and look forward to doing a club trig point or any high spot or any form of radio for that matter in the great outdoors. Over to you, Mike.
Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey with the DL8 BDT. Yeah, thank you very much for the activation. Thank you for the contact. Greetings to ALA, to Andy. And hope to see you down the log soon. So it's interesting conditions now, as I said. Yesterday I worked to 4 meters with FT8, I think, from here to Spain. That was quite new for me. Normally 4 meters is quite dead here at my location. So perhaps there will be some openings also on VHF and UHF later on. So thank you again for the contacts. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the activation. And looking forward to the video, Paul. And have a very nice day. This was DL1 BJW with
DL8 BDT 73 and 88.
Cheers and beers.
Magic, absolute magic. Well, thanks guys and girls for coming online. Lovely to work you all. I'm really chuffed that we managed to do it. I know we couldn't do it on VHF, but I'm still using RF into the repeater here and onwards from the infrastructure there. So all good at my end, and great to make contact with you outside of the UK here. So all the very best and very good morning. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform 7-3s and good health to all.
James E. Paul M0AIA.
7-3s and thanks to the repeater and reflector keepers. Bye-bye.